You will not believe how much money we have. Not right now. That's not very good. But like next coming season. Yeah. Let's go find out why. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. It's episode 10. It's the end of season 1. Before we get started today, I just want to say thanks for watching, all the likes and love on the first 10 episodes of this series. It's been a lot of fun having kind of 2 series going on the channel. Gonna have a 3rd one coming up, so make sure you're prepared for that and all caught up so you don't get overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember if I did this last episode. I think I did, but I'd like to know who you think the player of the season is, the signing of the season, and the young player of the season. So if you need to, you can pause and like leave a comment, and then let's go see if you're right. Okay, are you ready? Ready? You really ready? You're sure? Okay, you're sure. All right, and I want you to remember this number. Let's just call it 600 grand. 600 grand in the hole. But okay, let's go to the end of season awards. First off, Dominic, this is tragic, gets top goal scorer of the year with 29 appearances and 25 goals. I didn't think he was very good. Apparently, he's not half bad. Okay. Ameri got Young Player of the Year, so maybe that informs your decision on your comment, with 32 appearances. 32 appearances, including the cups and all that kind of stuff. 1 goal, 5 assists with a 7.42 average rating. We're in 3rd of the head coach of the season. I don't want to talk about that. Challenge League team of the season. This has surprised me. Costa and Malanga, Willie and Ameri. And Frick. Not half bad. FC Arau getting the other ones. And then FC Ville snicking a guy in there. Jeremy Frick gets the goalkeeper of the season, which is quite nice. I mean, 32 appearances and you only allowed 19, right? Like almost half a goal a game, something like that. 708 rating. They have been coming after him in the transfer market. And I'm like, no, stay away. Sautier, 2nd in defender of the year. Ameri, 2nd on midfielder of the season. Why isn't it defender of the season? Anybody know? That's weird. And obviously Malanga getting striker of the season, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Willie is the fans player of the season. Fast Willie, 21 appearances because he had the injuries. Only the 4 goals. We had 16 assists. Just bombing down that right wing and crossing the ball in to Malanga, who's quite tall. A 7.72 rating, my friends. An 8.9 in the cup. That's crazy. That's crazy. Granddaddy with the goal of the season and the signing of the season because he was a free, and Ameri obviously being the young player of the season. Let's look at the goal just because I feel obligated because they put it on there. Fußball Club Winterthur. Let's watch Stevanovic coming down. This is the 5-0 game, if you hadn't noticed that. Heads it away, cleared. No, Ameri. I mean, that was, a good strike, to be fair. Kind of looked like it was top left corner. Season review. I mean, it says they had expected fighting right at the top of the league at the end of the season, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that last game is a bit gutting. Yeah, this is the moment to forget. The one where we didn't get promoted. I'd say that's accurate. Again, 2904 average attendance because the stands hold 30,000 people. 3rd largest stadium in Switzerland. Like I said, if you watch the intro to this entire series, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so now we're going to hop ahead to the commercial summary. Maybe add another comment. If we're at negative 600 grand and I'm telling you we have a different amount of money, how much money do you think we have? All right, I'm going to go fade out and then we're going to be right there. So you better pause and leave your comment. Let's go. $3.6 million in sponsorship. We get a 1-year deal with Fall 25 from a soft drink company to release co-branded beverages and promotions. Obviously, it doesn't have a previous for like corporate hospitality because it was the first season in the game. Competition prize money, quite nice. Malanga, Wuthrich, Willie, Costa, and Vietkiewicz are our best jerseys. News on some of those jerseys in a moment, but 3.6 million in sponsorship. It's 10 deals. 10 deals. Look at this. We have 4.6 million, 4.7 million euros. What is happening? And look at the budget. Hasn't changed. Hasn't changed. Are you serious? Last season we started with like, what is I can't remember, like 200 grand. That's what it looks like. 200 grand, nowhere near 1.1 million. And we come in, because like that's where we're at, but on the other end, like up here. And we got down to, what was, I don't know, 1.5, 2 million in the hole. And now we're skyrocketing up here. Mate, let's leave the budgets the same. No more. I mean, we might have gotten a little more transfer budget, and they've upped the transfer revenue made available to 75%, which makes sense. And we've got the exact same payroll budget. I don't understand. I don't understand. We don't have any debts or loans. Why do we have 6 ground sponsors? What? How does this happen? Like I have not adjusted anything. This looks like a Trivial Pursuit thing. Oh, look at that, fancy. One additional club partner in a deal totaling 166K per season. I don't even know what that means. Got a kit, that makes sense. A general, yeah, like maybe we put you on the website plus all on the kit and whatever. Okay, that's a lot of money. But why are there, and that additional kit sponsor, okay, that makes sense. Why are there 6 grounds? Why? You guys know we only have 9% of the stadium full, right? Like, are you just expecting better things? I don't understand. I don't understand. But cheers, right? So now we're gonna hop ahead and look at the transfers and who's come, who's gone, and oh no, we won't. Let's see. Let's look at the transfers thus far. Some people have left. Okay. Some people have left. Nobody has left. Okay, so while we're here, let's look at the team. Okay, most appearances, it's a tie between Ameri and Frick and Stevanovic, who wasn't on our team. He was loaned out. So really our goalkeeper and Ameri, who, that's amazing for a 17-year-old. I'm thrilled with that. Goals, Malanga 25 and 29 with 2 sub appearances is unbelievable. 13 and 18, not bad for Costa. He's not staying with us, obviously. 6 and 20 for Lang, coming off the wing. Willie with 4. It kind of falls off, expeditiously after that. Assist, Willie with 16 assists. As you might expect, 58 key passes, 2.8 key passes per 90. That's going to help your rating a bit. You can argue that, sure. Costa with the 10 assists. So he played exceptionally well for us. A 7.5 average rating. 13 goals, 10 assists, and 18 starts and 11 subs. I'm happy with that. For a loanee? Are you serious? Like, that we paid £170 a week for? Absolutely. What was his club? I should probably know that. We need to go look at Vitoria de Setúbal and see if they have anybody else. Woothridge with 6 assists, a bit surprising for me. I thought Ameri would have more being the advanced playmaker. And he's at 2.37 key passes per 90, 76 key passes. But maybe he's like giving the key pass to Willie, who then is crossing in, something like that. So he's not the one making that final pass necessarily, but he definitely has played well in the advanced playmaker role. Average rating, you can see Willie, Costa, Ameri, Malanga. Batiki doesn't count. That's only 8. I'm not counting that. Sautier on a 7.31 on 30 starts. Not bad. So pretty, you come all the way down here. You have to get to Lapagam on a 6.99 to get below 7. So quite happy there. We already looked at the key passes. Willie, Ameri, Vietkev's not bad. And then it's small sample size, right? 7 starts and 8 subs. Key headers, 44 for Nathan, the center back that we've loaned again this coming season from Brazil. Yes. Malanga with 35, as you might expect, being 6'1", having a 12 jumping reach and 12 heading, and natural target man. Again, Willie crossing it in. Costa with 32, a bit surprising. He is 6 foot tall, but I was playing him in a bunch of different roles, so that just took me a little bit by surprise. Christopher Mfui with 29 in the center back, 23 for Sautier, 23 for Sally Sarr, who kind of played in between, although he's 5'11", Key tackles, 30 for Nathan. I'm quite happy with Christopher Mafui, to be completely honest with you. His ability has increased, I want to say. So quite happy that we've got him on the team. Sar as well. And then key passes, Amiri smashing everybody. Willie, that right side, right? Amiri being on the right and Willie being the right winger really helped us out. Malonga with 46. I guess he's passing it off to, say, Costa, something like that. But a lot of key passes happening. So that's kind of been a look at the team and the season, all that kind of stuff. So now let's hop ahead, look at the transfers, look at who's released. We've had some staff changes, stuff like that. I'll be right back. All right, the first thing I want to show you with this is we've had to make so many promises. Jeremy Frick, we promised last season that we would play him, after he came back from injury. Of course we're going to play you, bro. Like, you're our starting goalkeeper, and we don't really have anybody else that's even worth. Anyway, Willie has had several clubs come after him. We've said no, we've said no, we've said no. And he kind of said, there's rumors that FC St. Gallen is interested in us, and of course they're in the league above us that we could have been promoted to, and he wants to play in a higher level division. And I'm like, if you just give us a year, I understand now that we should just play attacking. I promise we'll just play attacking. And he wasn't having that, so we agreed that if they got to his minimum release fee, which is 200 grand, that's how a release fee works, bro. But he was good with that. He's worth 155, so maybe we can keep his value right below 200, even though he played a 7.74 last season. Sautier, this is what I understand. Okay, at the end of last season, I said, hey guys, team meeting, I think we can come back and we can win the title. We were in the title game. They were like, love you, boss. Sounds great. I'm going on vacation, but sounds good. Come back, it's like, yeah, we should do a team meeting. Let's set expectations. Like, we should win the title. And it's like, oh, no. Why? What are you doing? No. Like, let's go for, like, a top, near the top of the table finish, or whatever it was. And I'm like, no. Like, we're going to win the title. That's our jobs. We should have done it last season. We're going to do it this season. And they're like, I'm not very happy with that. And then Sautier came to me because he's the captain and was like, hey, mate, everyone's unhappy about that. And so we had to have a meeting about being unhappy about me wanting to win the title. And now I promised in the now 70 days, it was like 90 days, to improve the locker room atmosphere. Right. And then this is the promise from last season with Willie, where we promised to get promoted. So if we don't do that, then we'll have to sell him anyway, and he might get stolen out from underneath us before we have a chance to do that. So that's what's going on there. Yippee. I just want to show you the finances again. So we've gone, through preseason, so we've only lost like 300 grand. I cannot believe, that's insane. Transfers. Okay, so we have sold Dalibor Stavenovic to Inke Maribor. Cultural Left Foot will love that. If you haven't seen him, he's a YouTuber. He did like 120, 50 something episodes of Inke Maribor. Quite interesting. Sold him for less than he's worth. He was worth like 50. He's gone up since he's been at Maribor. Here's my thinking. He's 33. He was 32 when I listed him. He was on like 2.3 something like that a week, which was a massive chunk of our budget. His physicals are falling apart. He plays kind of that deep line playmaker, defensive midfielder-ish thing, which with us supposedly being attacking all season, we're not going to play a bunch of. He's not, he can play like advanced playmaker, but he's not as good. He's getting up there. And I was like, I want to free up those wages. And so we listed him. Somebody came in. He's Slovenian. He's going back to Slovenia. He should be happy. I neglected to see in the contract that we are paying 1.1K of his wages for the next year. But we still cut like our cost for him in half, and we can bring in a player, right? And so like we could, if we bring in a player at like 800 a week and we're paying 1.1, that's 1.9 obviously, and that's less than what we're paying him. And hopefully it's a younger player that could last a little bit longer for us. So not the best deal. We did get some payment out of it, but could have been better if I'd noticed that. So Ansumana Sane has come in on a free. He is going to be our backup left back because we have a left back problem. I had Delgado. He wasn't rated as high. I mean, he was definitely a decent backup, but he's just a backup. So I found this guy. He's Senegalese. He needs to work on the technicals a little bit, but he's got really good physicals, and he's 22. So I'm quite happy with him. And he could play complete wing back. Like, he could do a bunch of different things. He's got pretty decent. I mean, he's not the best at defending. He has improved, believe it or not. We brought him on trial for 4 weeks. And I said, you know what? Like, he's a free. We're paying him essentially $7.75 is about the lowest wage you can get. So I think it may be the lowest wage I can give somebody. He's worth 44 grand. And he's not rated better than William Lepogum, but he's right there. Like, they're pretty close. He's got better crossing and passing and tackling and all that stuff, but they're not that far off. And he's 3 years younger, so like we can tutor him and get him up to speed and hopefully raise this potential ability up a little bit by improving his technicals and his mentals. So for free, I mean, if you look at this, the next person is Robin Bousset, who I'm not a huge fan of, although his potential ability has gone up. His determination is awful. He's 18, to be fair. And Timo Ribeiro, who's started a game for us in one of the friendlies, he's got high potential. He's 19. We definitely have to work on his determination. But I'm happy with that. So essentially, if you take the 775 here and the 1.1 here, we're paying essentially 1.9, like I said. And that kind of, we're still saving a little bit on the wages, and we got 21 grand up front. It'll go up to 27 grand. Could be better, could be worse. Free no. Release players. So Alexander Alphonse has retired. He's a scout now, and he's not very good. Matthias Vietkevs has also retired, and he is awful at being ahead of youth development like he wants to be, but maybe he's going to start at the bottom and work his way up. He likes working with kids. Fair enough. Like, you want to impact the next generation, but you can't identify talent. That might be a problem. I let Batiki go, and here is why. I actually, like, you should be proud of me. I had a notepad, and I wrote down who I was planning on keeping, who was planning on re-signing, who I was planning on releasing, and whether or not they were trained in the nation or not, because that is a thing. You have to have 12 players in your 23-man roster that have been trained from age 15 to 21 for like 3 years in Switzerland. Well, that limits our capabilities significantly. And he's 22. He's 2-star. He's not very good from a technical standpoint. Like, he's a tall ox of a man, right? Like, 189 pounds, to be fair, on 6'4". It's kind of lanky. But all he can do is, like, mark and head and jump. Like, that's literally, he's like, maybe he's a set piece specialist, something like that. But his technicals are terrible. Like, terrible. And he just wasn't worth it. And so it frees up one of those non-Switzerland spots because he wasn't. Oh, he was trained. Maybe he was. All my explanation just went out the window. What? I let him go because it wasn't very good. I maybe have mistaken because I thought it was freeing up a spot. Maybe that was Vietkevs. No. Alphonse. Maybe it was Alphonse. Yes, it was Alphonse, I think. Because I think it wasn't counting him as homegrown. One of these guys was not in the nation. We've worked it out either way. And then Cyril Dumont he was a youth prospect guy that we loaned out, and he's not very good. 28 rating. See you later, bro. Nope. See you later. Staff. First off, Leo Magnan has joined us as a data analyst. 12, 12, and 10. We have promoted, I'll show you that in a second, the existing data analyst, because he was really good, up to the chief data analyst. I couldn't find, I have, like, essentially throughout the season had the chief data analyst posted, and, like, nobody of any worth, like, no one was as good as the current data analyst. I was like, you know what, let's just get to the end of the season when we hopefully have a little bit more money, and we'll just promote him and bring somebody else in. And I'm happy that he's pretty close to the chief in terms of his capabilities. We have replaced Bojan Dimic. I mean, he's a pretty good attacking 12, defending 10, 11, 10, 11. You know, he's pretty good, but his actual man management and player ability and potential ability, a 7, 11, and a 10 I didn't think were that great when I could get this guy who's 12, 13, and 11. And he's a little less, like 1 point less on attacking and defending. I can't remember the other parts, but like I think going from a 7 to a 12 on man management and an 11 and a 10 to a 13 and 11 is an upgrade. I thought I could save some wages. He's actually 50 euros more per week. This is our chief data analyst that we let go 6, 10, and 10 because we needed one and he's not very good. We've also let go William Niederhasser, who has been unfortunately with the club. He was the head coach for a year. And he was he's kind of gone backwards, if you notice, right? He was the head coach, and then he was the reserves head coach, and then he was the under 18s under us, and it was kind of like, see you later. And he's already landed a new role, so congrats to him. But 6, 10, 8, 6, 5, not exciting for me. So we picked up this guy. 10, 6, 8, 6, 5 was what we were replacing here. 12, 11, 9, 10, 8. I think it's an upgrade. 20 adaptability. 14 working with youngsters, important when you're on the U18s, so quite pleased with him. He was Brodarax, which is in Serbia, their under 19s head coach. So, and he's the under 19s assistant coach for Serbia. I did not notice that. So he's bringing a little international flair. Well, we let our general manager go because I haven't used him. I don't use a general manager to like, transfer targets or anything like that. So why pay for that is my thought. Maybe there's something I'm missing, but I was like, I don't think I need that. Romain Villager, what a name, has come in as a U18 coach for us from FC Basel, which I think is interesting. Going down a division. Not very good at attacking and defending. He can help serve as a fitness coach in the meantime. Super tactical, not technical. Works with youngsters very well. He's okay. For 120 a week, it's fine. Guy Huber has come in as the under-18s goalkeeper coach. Essentially, last year in the under-18s, we had a head coach, and that was it. So we have shored that up a little bit with some of our signings. I'll need to go in and make sure they've shared their duties and that Romain is doing some fitness training because we don't have a fitness coach down there. Is there anything else I need to show you? I don't think so. Let's take a look at the schedule real quick. I brought us back for preseason a little bit later, thinking that might make the team a little bit happier. And then, of course, now they're mad. Next season, we're going to have the earliest preseason ever. Ha! And so we got 4 games in. And, of course, we're starting off the season with Neuchâtel Xamax when we're not fully match sharp. We're starting off with William Lepagum with a twisted ankle for 2 weeks. So Sane is coming right in, and he's not match sharp. That's not good. Yeah, that's kind of the plan here, folks. Willie has been injured. That's why he's not starting today. He can go like 60 or 75 minutes. Right? And I'm not even going to show it to you today. I think I've rambled on long enough on the end of season awards preseason. I'm just kind of giving you a taste for next episode. So you can see that there. We've managed to hold on to, right? Frick, Sautier, Mufui, Nathan, William Lepagum, Ameri, Granddaddy, Stevanovic is back from loan. He's 3.5 star. He's going to start for us. That's kind of how we helped shift Vietkiev's out so we could play Stevanovic. Wuthrich, Lang, Malonga, Willie, Salisar. This kid looks good. Adler da Silva. We've been training him on winger over here. He doesn't have enough experience with it yet, but he's been quite good. 1 start, 3 subs, 3 goals in preseason. Good on you, mate. We have a bit of a striker problem. So that's what I'm on the hunt for, is we have Malonga. Lang in a pinch, like in an emergency pinch, can play up top, but not really. Same thing with Willie. It's not their best role, and it's not even like yellow. It's like the kind of the red. Not like the minuscule red, but kind of, I don't know what I'm doing. Dark orange is what we'll say. We have Aaron Hadari, who I think is going to be good. He's going to develop. He's 6'2", looks to be like pretty similar to Malonga, but he's 2 stars. So I'm not exactly a 17. I don't want to just throw him in. We got Lungoyi, who's a winger, but he, again, kind of the orangish stuff going on. He could in a pinch, but like his physicals aren't that great. We don't really have anybody in the U21s that's really good. So I'm on the hunt for a loan. I want to find another Costa. That's kind of the plan right now. So I think that is the major gap in the squad. And that's kind of a major, like, you got to score goals. And, if Malanka gets injured, and of course I've said that now, of course he'll get injured in the first game, we are going to be in quite some trouble, I think. We might have to go strikerless. I don't know. That's crazy talk. But that's what I'm going to show you today. If you've enjoyed that episode, make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment, and let's find out if the comments you left earlier were correct, right? So check out this stuff over here, up there, all around. Make sure you check it out. Thanks for being here. We'll see you in the next episode where we are going to take on Neuchâtel Xamax and FC. Well, maybe. We'll find out who our cup first round is against, and then we'll determine. Have a good one.